All right, there's loads of sounds in and around us, but regardless of that, we are with the one and only Mr. Giles Barnes. This is FIFA and Chill. With me and Vuj, we're out here in Orlando. No, we're not going bloody Harry Potter land. It's $170. I'm just
too
not
much
on it, I'm
money,
sorry.
bro.
I can get the tickets though.
Can you?
On the little.
So
bit
we're
cheaper.
going to Harry Potter land. It's all mad now. We're getting the tickets.
How
on the
much cheaper though?
Well, you know, I just say I know people.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why you're my brother, cuz man's got
He's got
Harry
really-
Potter
really
land.
hook up,
really
hook up.
on the
Come on.
plug.
So we can go check Ron Weasley and them man after.
We are here, Orlando City, FC. Beautiful, beautiful view. I mean, you got the safe standing over there. Looks bloody great because in England we don't have that, do we?
No,
But the FIFA, I mean, it's going to be difficult to play because of the glare. We've got a bit of glare, but you know, let's give it a shot.
still give it a go.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Orlando.
All right, who are you going to be?
I say
Arsenal.
Are you
Yeah,
going to do
I'm
Arsenal?
Why? What do you want to do? You want to do like a random thing?
I was thinking like MLS teams, but if you
All
want to
right.
do English, let's take it back to England.
Let's do it. I'm gonna be Orlando then.
Okay, you beat
So wait,
Orlando.
do Orlando have some rivals, like a rival team?
I mean, you got the new people that come into the league, so you want to be in and around them. You know, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
So let's do that.
I don't know if they got them though.
They got the.
Because they just joined up now. They were like, you know what?
Is it
Enter
not on?
game now. Do you know what I mean? They came on mid-season. Enter game, innit? Add player.
So who are you going to be?
You know what? I'm gonna be Portland
Yeah.
because Portland,
that.
that new song, Drake's got the new song, Portland.
I'm not even listening to Drake's album. You're gonna be upset about me, but I'm not really.
You haven't
you
listened
not
to Drake's
listened to his
album.
I'm not really interested in it.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What do you
But
listen
you're
to?
brown skin.
I like older music.
Yeah.
Always have done. Yeah, like. In my opinion, it's like more real, you know, like old school
Yeah,
R&B,
like Motown,
old
yeah.
school hip hop,
Yeah.
Oh,
more like
old school
SWV, you know, Soul for Real, that kind of stuff. So,
I have to respect
You-
that.
you keep it-
Escape and
so yeah, exactly. So that's my kind of
You keep
my
it
vibe.
legit.
Yeah.
that's my generation. That
Oh,
is the
that's what I'm
realest
saying.
generation.
I'm
wait-
not saying that Drake's not doing his thing, you know
No,
what
of
I'm
course
saying?
he is.
But if I'm gonna put music on in my house, I'm not going for, you know.
But I can tell because you're wearing brown, fam.
So what does that mean?
All the men that wear brown are that got that autumn feel about them. They just sit down, listen to a bit of SWV. The girls come in there already.
You see the glasses you had on as well? Can I try on your glasses?
Yeah, do it, man. Go
Bro,
for it. Go for it.
when a man walks in, oh shit, my mic.
My man looks like Bobby Valentino in '99.
Fam.
fam.
Can I wear them for the
Yeah,
shoot?
yeah, do it,
bro?
do it, do
you know he wasn't playing when
Look
he
at
walked in
him.
with these.
They're
Like,
all right.
Orlando's treating you well, bro. Wait a minute.
Cuz man want some
Wait
bread.
a minute, wait a minute. We got, you know, you played for Houston Dynamo,
Yeah.
Vancouver Whitecaps. Now you've joined Orlando. We do have a question here from Jeremy who says, how are you liking Orlando and how does it compare to the other clubs you've been at?
Orlando's been real good to me so far. It's been so welcoming. The fans have been incredible with me, and you know, just all the staff, all the players. So it's been. You're liking them glasses.
I like them, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
You might try and pocket them after, you know.
maybe. I was like a 6 out of 10, now I'm an 8.
I don't know about that. You're pushing it. You're forcing it.
Pushing.
Forcing it.
Maybe a little bit.
Man's trying to go Harry Potter land, cuz don't try and pocket them glasses. fam. Do you know what? One thing I do definitely want to ask you is I remember play the game you lot.
You go.
I remember when you came from Derby because my cousin used to play for Derby, Darryl Powell. So I always followed Derby
Okay.
for a little bit of
Yeah.
a little while. So many years after, you've come on, proper Wonderkid. I remember some of the goals you were scoring were ridiculous. You
Yeah.
had really, really good. Oh, I'm imagining you still do. Great technique, great close control, and they anticipated such big things. When you've got that much hype on you when you're young, like, what does it do to you mentally?
You know, for me as a kid, I didn't really care what anyone else really thought of me, to be honest with you. I just used to go out there, play the game, and try and play it to how I felt it was to be played, you know?
Yeah.
I think you've always got to try and just enjoy football, you know, just take all the stress out of your head, and I think that's when you perform best, you know? Obviously, Derby didn't end so great for me because I got injured.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
I had 2 years of hell, to be honest with you.
That
So,
must have been difficult.
yeah, it was some depressing times for sure. Obviously, from going such a high to hitting such a low, and in football, everything changes so quickly. You know, one year people are talking about me going for 10 million. The next year, I'm on a free transfer. It's a short lifetime, you know. So you got to try and make the most of it, but always enjoy what you're doing. You know.
So then how do you mentally deal with a situation like that? I mean, there's so many players that unfortunately do suffer from, you know, injuries, so on and so forth, when they're out for periods of time. You can go as far back as Darren Anderton and come today to someone like Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
So in that time when you were really, really doing your thing, anticipating big moves, I remember reading the paper, hearing that you're going to go Tottenham Hotspur and so on and so forth. How do you feel 2 years later, two years of hell, knowing that this is just a free transfer for
How
you?
did you cope with it as well, you know?
You know, to be honest with you, if I didn't have my family, it could have gone sideways real quick. I remember looking and talking to my dad when I went to go have my operation on my knee. The first one, the first actual surgeon that I went to see said, you're not going to play again. So
Are
that
you
was
serious?
Yeah, that was a
Damn.
that was when it really hit home what I'd actually done. He's like, you know, we can get you to a certain level, but for you to get back to where you was and playing competitively, I don't think we can do it. I had a long talk with my family actually, but especially my dad, and we was like, there's got to be someone else who can really think about this. And to be fair to Derby at the time, they sent me over to America to go and see Dr. Stedman in Colorado.
Okay.
And he's world renowned to be the best knee surgeon in the world, especially at that time as well.
Yeah.
So they paid for everything to go, you know, to see the best in the world.
Are you serious?
And without even seeing the scan, this is the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my life. He's like a voodoo doctor or something. I can't believe it. He literally said to me, I sat on the edge of the bed, he went like this, and he said, move your leg, like just up and down, just like that. So I did it, and he said, I can fix it. No word of a lie.
Them man there, Bob the Builder, you know, my G.
And I've looked at my dad, and you know, I can't really put into words what that felt for someone to say. And he's not even looked at my scans or anything. He literally put his hand on me and just felt it go up and down. He was like, I can fix that. Yeah, it's a moment that I will never ever forget throughout my whole life, that someone had told me that I'll never do this. And then someone, without seeing a scan, without seeing anything, just said, I can fix you. And it was a boom, done. Yeah.
I used to buy your Football Manager all the time, cuz every single, I'm buying a
Did I used to
young
do my
squad.
thing or what?
You done your thing. You could play left, right, in the middle. I was like, yeah.
I still get shipped about like that as well now as well. Left, right, centre mid, up front.
Wow.
Versatile.
I've even played centre back once. Not many people know that. Yeah.
Centre back.
Yeah. So the funniest thing, actually, I got scouted for Derby playing at centre back. I was playing for Forest at the time, and they was going through a little bit of financial difficulty.
Yeah.
And we played Derby in like a youth team game, and I played centre back just for fun. And then it was like a few weeks later, Derby ended up making a bid for me, and that's how they got me from Forest.
Whoa.
So yeah, I played centre back, and then I ended up playing Luton away. Actually, might have been 2005, 2006. Wheeling back the years now, but I'll never forget it.
Trust me.
And the manager goes to me. Went down to 10 men, and I ended up playing centre back for a little bit with a guy called Lewin Nyatanga. Don't know if you remember him. Wales international, one of the youngest Wales internationals.
Is it?
Light-skinned dude from Derby as well. So,
Light skins were taking over, cuz.
So it was like, we were both like 17 playing centre-back. He knew what he was doing, I really didn't. I just winged it. I was just like, okay, you go out for every header, and if anything gets put in behind, I'm fast enough so I'll catch it.
Sweeper, my G.
You man improvised it, that's wavy.
We got a question here from Cooper Oman who says, what was going through your mind on your debut with Orlando, and take into account what we were speaking to before? Big man, you come on for the man named twice.
Yeah.
Kaka.
It didn't really set in properly until my brother texted me after, and he sent me a photo of me coming in for Ricky, and I was just like, this is crazy. I've just come in for Kaka. Like, I used to watch this guy. This is my brother's idol as well, bear in mind. Last person to win Ballon d'Or that wasn't an alien, you know, I was telling you earlier. You got Cristiano and Messi right now who are just...
They're on their own team.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call them. He was the last person to do it, and if you remember that season as well, he was on a madness.
Is there any advice that Kaka gives you, like, even now, whilst you're at Orlando?
Do you know that the thing is with Ricky,
Man calls him Ricky. Rosé, my G.
He's such a humble human.
Is it?
And I think for anyone to treat people the way that he does, you know, you don't expect it just because of what he's accomplished in the game and what he's done for many kids, what he's done for people all over the world who love football. The way that he still treats and interacts with every single person, I think that's a big learning curve for everyone. And the way that he conducts himself off the pitch as well as on it, he's won everything. Everything. And he will still talk to someone who is homeless the same way that he talked to someone that's a millionaire.
What's the score?
He just
1-0.
Yeah, he just 1-0 me. I just thought,
Nah, 1-0, but
on a sly like
you know
that.
what? I'm really enjoying the conversation, so... You know,
you're playing whilst we're talking, of course you enjoy it. It's going to be your first win. I'm sitting there looking up and he's playing square balls as well.
Is it?
Yeah, so that's how I know he don't play online, because you get turned up, the computer gets turned off, so you get a message to your thing saying, no,
yeah, it was a bit of
I'm not playing with you
It was a bit
again.
of a sweaty goal, I must admit.
Ben
but-
wants to know, what went wrong with you on loan at Fulham?
That's a good question. What a lot of people don't know with me at Fulham, I'd just come back from my knee injury.
Okay.
I'd played 2 games for Derby, one against Coventry, I come on as a sub, and then I played 1 League Cup game against Man United.
Jeez.
And that, to be honest with you, that's the one that got me my loan move to Fulham, because I'd been out for so long, and everyone was like, oh, you know, how's he going to be when he comes back? And I was fortunate enough to go out there and I scored 2 goals against Man United. That got all the scouts calling again. So after a year and a half, 18 months of just no one even seeing me or anything, I came back and, you know, so I was going in there thinking, you know, I've got a month and a half or so to get really fit and then start challenging for a position in the team. It was going well, you know, I was building up my fitness with the resis, with the first team every day. Roy Hodgson and me was in contact every single day. He was telling me how well I was doing, you know, he wants to get me involved. And we played a reserve team game against Stoke, and I partially ruptured my Achilles, and I ended up having a surgery whilst I was still on loan, so that just killed everything. So, you know, that was another part of the story that a lot of people don't know.
So how long did it take you to get back from the Achilles injury?
I was back for pre-season. Obviously my loan finished, I went back to Derby, but in pre-season in Derby, I fully ruptured it. So after coming back and doing all the rehab and that kind of stuff, I then fully ruptured it after that. So it was just a whole waste of time.
But how did you cope with that and then still come back and carry on playing? Do you know what I mean? Did that, obviously it must have felt crazy, but...
It's mad, you know. So obviously, God and my family. That's the only thing I can really put it down to. There was times after that I was just like, I'm done. You know, like maybe my body isn't meant to play football anymore, because I did my knee. I come back from that and I thought, you know, doing so well, I get myself an opportunity to go and play in the Premier League again, and then it gets snatched. So the first person I always call is my dad. You know, he's been there with me since obviously day one. He would never let me give up on something that, you know, he'd known that I've worked so hard for.
As much as that as well, what parts of the English game do you miss, as well as how is MLS treating you?
MLS for me has been a blessing, just because it got me the chance to get out of England, to get away from all kinds of people talking, oh, Giles isn't the same, like, oh, will he be the same? It got me a chance to rebuild myself as a person and my career. And I came, was I 23, I think I was when I come out here. So I was still pretty young, you know, to come and do it. But it gave me a license to just be myself.
Tell me, you know, because obviously you have played in other clubs in the MLS. That standing section, you played a few games here.
Man.
How does that compare? Do you approve?
Man, yeah.
Because it's a big topic. Everyone's talking about it.
In world football needs that. You should see it. They've got like purple bombs that fly off there, like ball smoke, and then there's a big banner that comes across. Is
it more noise here because of that section?
Yeah, it's bumping.
Bumping.
It's bumping. It's bumping. When you come out, obviously you come out of here and you just see the wall just lit up and purple and all the smoke. It's mad. You got this, I can't even show you the banner that they got, but they're bumping up and down, just singing, going away, going at it.
D wants to know, how did it feel scoring that goal to knock out USA of the Gold Cup a few years ago?
We watched that, innit?
Yeah, of course we watched that,
yeah.
It was mad.
You know, it's like the home nation, but did they give you stick when you went back?
Do you know what the thing was? So I was like, don't look at your Twitter, Giles, it's going to be crazy. Like, you can have all the Americans abusing you that you play for. But nah, everyone was real good. Oh, you know, if it wasn't you, then it would have been different. But because it was you, like, we're so happy for you. The reception that I got from other Americans was actually crazy to me. I was expecting, you know,
quite friendly,
don't come back to Texas. You know, we carry guns, we be careful. But everything else,
said we carry guns.
Everything was good. Got back to Houston, everyone just couldn't stop talking about Jamaica. And you know, that was the whole point of the tournament, because we know what we're capable of.
Yeah.
It was about showcasing that.
1998 is when I remember Jamaica. Obviously that kit.
Everyone remembers that.
That Jamaica kit
best.
was so wavy with it. I actually got it myself.
Man. No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Why didn't you wear it?
Oh, but it's too small.
You could have worn that. You wore the short shorts, the
bro.
glasses. You could have been good to go.
Nah, it's in my storage, you know.
Oh, it's in storage.
You could have been the white Giles Mons.
The FIFA game, we've just slowed down a little bit because...
If you want to look at you should look at the screen, because someone's on the top of the box and it's
somehow someone's attacked, and it might have been me while he wasn't looking. But we're going to go back to Derek though, who says, Wagwan Giles, as a Jamaican, it hurts not to see us make the World Cup. What needs to change for us to qualify for Qatar in 2022?
With the group that we had, we thought we had all the pieces. What you're about to do, some cheating. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know that I was facing my own stuff. But yeah, it's a tough one, because with the group that we've just had, and you know what we accomplished at the Gold Cup, and you know, qualifying wasn't good for us. I don't know why. We can't really put it down to what happened. Things just didn't really click. You know, we let Panama and come to our place and beat us at home. Like, that should never have happened. Yeah. Like, you can't really finger point X, Y, and Z, because it's a team collective. So you don't want to sit and say, well, this was wrong, or we didn't do this, or we didn't do that, because at the end of the day, it was us as individuals that stepped out on the pitch. So we can only blame ourselves. we got to learn from it because that can't happen again.
The FIFA game has finished 1-0 to the Portland Timbers, I believe. My neck is definitely gaining more sunburn right now.
Oh, sorry, apologies.
No, it's fine. I mean, you know, melanin that I haven't got a lot. I could use some, so.
Let's end it there, guys. Look, everyone, I hope you've
It's a
enjoyed it
pleasure.
as much as I've enjoyed it, man. Giles, thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate that,
Thank you,
brother.
man.
Trust me.
Legend.
We're going to go listen to some popcorn, eat some popcorn
Harry Potter world.
whilst we're in Harry Potter world. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and continue to watch us on our journey in the States because it is just getting better with every single interview. God bless.
Have a nice.